Okay, we are live for our collective and psychic readings for this week. So just going to share this live stream as always, and then we will jump into it. And please remember that if somebody contacts you saying, send me a message and I'll send you a reading, and just check, it looks like me at first glance, but there was always some sort of grammar error, or the page is brand new, or everything is shared, or if it simply doesn't have the blue tick, just block and delete, okay? There's waves of scammers that come out, so it's not me. You have to chase me down to get a reading, not me chase you, so use your intuition. Okay, good morning. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to share this live stream and we're going to jump in for our collective and psychic readings. So I'm going to do a collective reading at the start and then going to do individual readings on this call, on this live stream. You finally made it. Yay. Lovely to have you here. Okay, so just going to share this and I will be present with you. Okay, 2 more places. Hello, welcome. So curious where you guys are tuning in from. Seems like a lot of people having issues. Well, there's some big meta announcement that there's issues with the platforms. I haven't been experiencing it, but I know there's like waves and groups of people that do. And it's so funny because everyone's like, you know, technical issues. And I'm like, no, it's an AI upgrade that they're just not telling us about. Every platform undergoes maintenance, in my opinion. So sure, there's technical difficulties, but how often really? Just my, you know, thoughts on it. Yeah. Okay. Oopsies. So 1 more place. Bear with me. (11:37 p.m. I'd be sleepy time. All right, just gonna bring up your comments and then we're going to jump into our collective reading. So let me know where you're from around the world, tuning in from. I'm in Queensland, Australia, if you didn't know. Okay, so collective reading. What is the messages that the collective who tunes in, for you who is watching this right now, what is the message that you need to know on a collective level that we are all being affected by, that we can harness and utilize and really propel us forward leading into 2025. What is the collective message today? Ooh, wish wisely. Careful what you wish for. I was talking to a client about this. She like said this big thing and then she's like it was like really like profound, and I was like, oh, that was a big statement. I was like, be careful what you wish for. She's like, yeah, it was, wasn't it? Like, yep. So your wishes, use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. So you can wish, but you have to also act as well, of course. This is overlying card, looks very crown chakra, very third eye chakra, lots of like new ideas coming in, lots of new visions, new perspectives. We're going through a huge collective past the galactic center at the moment, which will allow lots of downloads, higher frequency, really high energy coming through. And there's such a big, strong message that I keep getting for everyone at the moment that when we are, yeah, it's really strong. So when we are like following our purpose, following our heart, following our soul, chasing our dreams, wanting to expand your life, go to the next level. Like the thing is that you need to become a person who can open to receive such ideas, such perspectives, such capacities. So say you want to be a billionaire, for example, right? And in that, you're kind of like very far from that. You're going to have to become a very different person to be able to receive and harness the energetics of even being a billionaire, let alone it showing up in your physical reality. And so the message that really comes through so strongly at the moment for the collective is that there is a huge, like, we're passing the galactic center at the moment. So there's a lot of new ideas, big visions, like, you know, things coming through. You're like, yes, this, right? And a lot of clarity. If you don't become the person, number one, you won't receive that. So if you're not constantly growing, evolving, self-reflecting, doing the deep inner work, you'll stay stuck in a certain web, right? So always look at it as like a web of consciousness, like a spider web. And it's sort of like you're just on this particular web. It's all you see in all directions, right? Is the web around you, because that's the container or the web that you can hold the capacity of. When you want to be a billionaire, let's say, I'm just using that example, or, you know, put anything that you want in, it might be up here, because if you really listen to how billionaires think or behave or act, or in all daily instances and then bigger picture visions, they're very different mindset to what you would be worried about down here. And so really getting such a strong message that with what you are wanting to dream, manifest, pull in, call in, step into for 2025, the question is more, who do I need to become to align with what my vision is showing me is possible right now? When we don't work on expanding the capacity to receive, we will shrink back and be in our comfort zone in the web. Yeah. So protection is in the past card, and look at all the colors of the rainbow there. You are protected as you expand beyond your current capacity. Be aware of temptation. Do not fall back into the comfort zone. I mean, you can, but are you a person who really wants to chase your dreams? Are you a person who really wants to create your reality? Don't fall back into temptation, into your comfort zone. Because time is of the essence, and we don't want to be wasting our time going back to things that we know we've outgrown. Music. So listen to music, different frequencies, but also who are you tuning into that you are programming your subconscious mind with on a day-to-day basis. So even, you know, if you Netflix binge or whatever, what are you watching? Because you're constantly programming to that frequency or that web. If you want to grow in your business, but you're constantly watching things that are down here, it's kind of like same thing. Or who you're listening to on a daily basis, on, you know, on your podcasts, on your YouTubes, on your, like, whatever it is that you're listening to. Like, who are you listening to? Who is it? You know, take a day reflection of like all the people you interact with and all the conversations that you have with them. What is the common thread through those conversations? What is the common theme? What is the common frequency? What is the current, the common bandwidth? The common, does that make sense? I can't think of the word that I'm trying to think of. I guess it's frequency, harmony. Which harmony are you in, right? Which harmony do you want to be in? Then we have believe in magic. Your belief that it's possible to be up here. I don't like using up and down, high and low, but just for the sake of explaining this message, your belief will take you here. Your diligent inner work will stop you falling back to temptation. But it's your belief in something bigger, something outside of your current scope will keep you here, rather than dropping back into your comfort zone, rather than listening to the people around you, rather than being aware of what's around you and staying there out of obligation or guilt or fear, right? The only thing that will hold you back is your own self. Nobody has power over you and nobody can hold you back but you. Yeah? Really strong message for the collective today. So use your wishes wisely, but it's possible and you are shifting, but time is of the essence. Don't fall back into temptation. Now is not the time. You've got things that are coming through on all frequencies, like it's very much the chakras there, but there's new information that has been downloaded and is downloading to you, and it's so important to follow that at this time. Okay, that is the collective message. If that's all you're here for, awesome. If you're just joining now, you can watch the replay, and the first, however long I've been live now, 10, 15, 20 minutes is the collective message. So finish the collective message now. We're going to move into one-on-one readings. I never know what to call them, into the psychic readings now. So yes, that definitely feels this. Yeah, there's a really strong message coming through. It's so strong about this, like it's all I want to speak about. It's all I have been speaking about with my clients. Like, yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Lots of old threads releasing. Okay, so Stacey's from the Gold Coast, Beck from Southport from the Gold Coast as well. So yay, neighbours. And yes, so Ireland, Tanya's from Sydney. Hello, welcome. So awesome for you guys being here. Samantha's in the UK. Okay, so for my psychic readings now, so basically I'll ask for a round of yes pleases. So if you'd like a psychic reading, comment yes please now, and then I'll have a list of yes pleases, and I will pick one of the yeses and I will read for you. And then after I've finished that, we'll close off that round of yes pleases, and I'll ask for another round of yes pleases. You can pop in another yes, and then I'll choose someone, read, close that off, and we'll do a next round. So comment yes please if you'd like a reading, and I'll have a yes please list here now. And okay, awesome. All right, so yes please. Who is this message for? I pulled all my cards over, not all of them, and of course I want to grab the ones that I haven't pulled out of my cupboard. Even though I pulled out a decent amount. Okay. So you just need to stay live for your reading. You can't say yes please and then disappear. And also, just pop in your yes ones because I see all your comments. Okay, so who is this for? Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, so Stacey, your name's like staring at me like I couldn't move from it, and I realized that I couldn't move from it, so I'm like, okay, it's Stacey, because I'm seeing Elaine's yes above as well, and the mermaids, and I was like, I almost grabbed the mermaid deck, and then I was like, I needed to grab the archangels, so for some reason I'm going to read Stacey, and then I'm going to read Elaine with the mermaids. It was so strong. And then Stacey, I had to get the archangels for you. So the collective message, so on point, right? It's really strong at the moment. It's so strong. It's really, really strong. So Knight of Gabrielle, time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. So Stacey, it's kind of like you are racing through the desert. You are on your horse, you know where you're going. It is like it's almost like, can you just not doubt yourself? This is very sacral chakra. Archangel Gabrielle is very connected to the sacral. Orange, of course, is the sacral. It is also where we gestate our purpose. Like, you are on the horse. It's like, don't let anybody pull you off your freaking horse right now. Like, and it's like the temptation card, like, don't get distracted, etc. The only thing that's gonna quote unquote pull you off is your inner child. Fears, doubts, going back to comfort zones, going back to temptations, is inner child. But you have to remember that inner child is also where the seed of your life purpose is. Your inner child is so connected to spirit. Your inner child is the seed of your intuition, your imagination, your life purpose. Like your inner child remembers your life purpose clearer than you do, because it was like just came in, if that makes sense, you know? So it's like, don't let anyone distract you right now. Work with your inner child to stay clear and on path with this. And there's like a lake of water behind them, right? And it's very still, it's very clear, it's very still, it's very reflective. Like, it's not turbulent, it's not, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you're really clear in your intuition, in what you're receiving. Don't let anyone doubt you. The Four of Gabrielle, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. And this is like, you know, if we look at it, it's like, the Knight of Gabriel, 6 of Raphael, 4 of Gabriel. The 4 pillars, right? You're building a foundation that is so like strong, and it's clear. Like it's like, don't, whatever decisions you've made, don't doubt yourself, because this is just so clear. And if we look at like the 4 pillars of building a foundation, oh, there's more than 4 pillars on there, but it's the 4 of Gabriel, and it's like the 4 square, like it's a really strong, solid foundation. It's surrounded, like your inner child is surrounded in the womb of like I always say, our sacral chakra is where we gestate our purpose, and then the base chakra is where we birth it, because like works from the chakras coming down. And so it's like this gestating and then birthing into a whole new reality. And it's like, look how like it's in the cocoon. Does that make sense? Like surrounded by the sacral, like it's in the womb. So don't let anything pull you off path right now, because we have everything happens for a reason on the bottom. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. So it's like really working forward in coming through, like, look, oh my God, it's green as well. Green, orange, hello. Like there's other colors in this deck. So really important to pay attention. So Raphael is the heart healer. It's also the healer, following your heart, trusting your intuition as well. So it's like, yes, you've made some really, I want to say hard decisions, but they are correct and you're very clear. So don't let anyone get in the way of that, because there's big, abundant rewards coming for you staying true to what's really true in your heart. Does that make sense? Okay, so that one was for Stacey. It was so strong. Elaine, I'm trusting that you're still here. So for some reason I was like, quote unquote, frozen on both your names. And I was literally going to do the mermaids, which are right here, but then I was like, there's another deck over there. So Elaine, you can just let me know that you're still here. I'm pretty sure that you would be, but I just need to check first. Jennifer says, inner child always has the innocent path to clearness, it seems. It does, but our inner child is also the one that's most clouded from all the societal and generational imprinting, which to really be on our true unique purpose and path, rather than creating a path from woundings, if you may, you know, is where like uncovering and doing the inner work to release those, to release all the imprinting. That it really enables us to have that clear connection to our intuition, to our purpose, to our path from soul, rather than from the imprinting and the wounding. Yes, Alison says, makes so much sense right now. Stacey's like, makes sense. You're so welcome. So it's resonating with a lot more people than just Stacey, of course. Okay, so Elaine is here. I just found that deck today. Okay, of course it did. Okay, so for some reason, Elaine had jumped out as well. Ooh. Check it out. Okay, so we have time and tide, the oceanic spells and rituals, and this is really tapping into like your gift and really working with the ocean tides, working with the natural ebb and flow cycle in your life to create that magic, and really work with those on a rite of passage, on a, you know, just really harnessing those energies, which, you know, as what you're doing in Trust Intuition. And then it's so interesting. So we have Coral's Wisdom, again, really tapping into your gift. It's kind of like you've really solidified your gift. Like the Coral's Wisdom is corals are like works that are created over great periods of time. Like you're diligent, connected, following it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you're committed, you're super committed. And then from that comes the commitment, comes that deep, intimate, like relationship with yourself, the balance of masculine and feminine, with spirit, with source, and then with somebody else in the world as well. So if this is not a physical person in the world, this is definitely about like you've reached this level of wisdom that is now like this full intertwining balance within yourself. And I feel, Elaine, even though you've been, it feels like you've been a little bit, I want to say fragile, but more in a like aware way. Like you're not, I want to say you're not jumping at opportunities like you used to. You're very conscious of everything around you. I don't know how to put it into words. You're like, you're very clear on the wisdom. Like you're really tapping into the wisdom before you make decisions, if that makes sense. And so you've got this like intertwining masculine and feminine balance, because then it's like, then it taps you into a high level of dreams. So this is like the epitome of what I've been talking about with clients and with these higher frequencies coming through, that you've created a solid foundation. And in this sense of like what you've been working on is really growing and solidifying. And then from that becomes a great new reality of a higher frequency with relationships around you as well. So if you've had relationships just drop off out of the blue, it's like, hello, that's because this is now solidified, right? And so this is now lifting you up to higher frequencies, and the dreams from that, you're in a state where you're receiving higher levels of information for your unique life purpose. And it feels really important to not get stuck in too much thinking or analyzing it, but really just going with the flow. Like a jellyfish is really about connecting with where's that flow going? Like that's your most important thing, and it's not rushed, it's not forced, but it is really like consciously connecting to that to guide the next steps, if you may. Your dreams are real, bring them into reality, yeah? Vivid dreaming, dream messages, dream teaching. Sometimes we don't receive intuition clearly in the physical world, or I don't know, in a meditation or something, and we're like, don't really get anything. And then we can fall asleep and have the most vivid dreams, but also not remember what they're about. And that is you receiving information on a higher level. Yeah, your soul is very conscious of it, and it's trusting and following your soul over the doubts, the fears, but it just feels like you're in a really higher state of, I want to say, complete balance, even though the crumbling might be happening around you, because underneath the time and tide is the heavy burdens are lifting. And so there might be a lot that's still sort of clearing out at the moment, and the whale is like right underneath you going, here you go, you can come up to the surface now. And that feels really strong for you as well. Okay, so that was for Elaine. So I'm ready to start another round of yes pleases. So if you're new here, how I work this is I ask for a round of yes pleases like now. So just type in yes please and just do it once, and then I'll have a list of yes pleases. I'll pick somebody, read for you, and then close that off, and then we'll have another round of yes pleases. So you can pop yes please in now. Okay, all right, that was really strong and flowing. Okay, so Linda says our experiences are a result of others' experiences growing up. Absolutely. The experience we give others is our personal responsibility to be protective of and accept the effects thereof. Yes. What we bring to the table is so friggin' important. Yes. Okay, perfect. All right. So I have Life Purpose Legacy is open. The doors for Life Purpose Legacy is open right now. Life Purpose Legacy is my 12-month inner circle, a mentorship. It is group coaching and all my courses. Life Purpose Legacy is literally, as it says, Life Purpose Legacy. You are here to not just live your purpose, but to leave a legacy and impact this world. In Life Purpose Legacy, it is really about living our most highest aligned life that we love and love to wake up for and love to turn up for each and every day. In Life Purpose Legacy, I have group mentoring trainings every fortnight on wealth mindset, energetics, on the subconscious blocks, releasing, activating, shifting through to create new realities and ways to do business that are in alignment with your heart and soul's purpose-driven desires. So comment legacy if you'd like the details below. Doors for Life Purpose Legacy are open now, and you get access to all my courses in there as well. So as we move into this next person's reading, I pulled the mermaid cards again, shuffling, and the present card came out. So who is this one for? Okay, so Chantel Bouchard. If Chantel is still here, just let me know if Chantel's still here. I'm assuming that she is, but just going to check. Yeah, so if you listen carefully, most of the readings will have some relevance. They are deeply tapped into, I guess, the collective as well. Chantel is here. I am. So interesting. This card, the thing that's jumping out at me, is the key on her arm. And it's like, you have the key to the door. You have the key to the doorway to your new life, but only you can open it. It's time to drop your guard because you're safe now. There is nothing that is going to harm you moving forward. The past is the past. It's like, drop the guard. You have the key, open the friggin' door. It's really strong because underneath, well, the bottom card of this is Lemuria Returns. Like, there's a whole new cycle awaiting your entry, but you're the one that has to step forward with that. Because if we look at this is the mirror guardian. Take time to reflect, and I feel like you have. I feel like, you know, with the drop your shields, you've been doing a lot of work around your inner work, shifting your reality, but it feels like you're just like, yeah, but nothing's shifted. Like, nothing's shifted. Like, it's kind of like some things have, but nothing's really shifted. And if we really look at this, when a mother is pregnant, we know she's pregnant. We know that she, you know, a baby's growing in there. But if we didn't know what pregnancy was, and we met this woman for the first time, we would just see her getting a bigger belly. We'd have no idea what's about to come. A brand new baby and a brand new human, mermaid, and a whole new life that comes with that, and a whole adjustment to reality with babies, right? And then kids, and then adults, and here we go, the, you know, creation of whatever. The point is that it seems like nothing has been shifting, moving. There's a slight change, but I don't know. Like, and it's kind of like, don't give up the hope, but to step into your authority more when it seems like it's not moving, because it's like you're needing to take your power back, take friggin' charge. And I want to say, make it happen as if you don't know what's going to happen, right? Pregnancy in a way, excuse me, in a sense that like you are, like, I don't know how to describe what's coming through, because it's like you've been doing the work, nothing feels like it's shifted, but it kind of has. You can see slight movement, but it's not your ultimate greatest dreams. But I want you to step up exactly as it would be. Like, as I always say, like, the universe is only mirroring where you're at right now. You go first, then the universe mirrors you, not the other way around, right? Like, you've got the signs, so the signs are leading you in the right direction. So take note of the intuitive messages coming through, because it is true for you. Lemuria Returns, look, full moon, full belly, like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, everything is ripe for fruition of what you've been working for. Now is not the time to start doubting, because you're about to go into labor, and the whole, like, you're just going to be like, it's like going to be like go time. So get on with it and step up. Now's not the time to doubt. Now's the time to like step into who you are even more. If you're scared about that, I would work on masculine healing. The stag sort of vibe here is very much about masculine wounding or masculine healing. If you don't have the confidence and courage to step into who you really are, that's the father masculine healing that needs to take place. Okay, Chantel, that was for you. So I'll have another round of yes pleases, please. So in my life purpose activation kit, you can work with the inner child meditation in there to heal and balance masculine and feminine energies as well. So if you don't have my life purpose activation kit, just comment purpose, and I can send you all the details for that. Maybe it's about coming into self while the physical falls apart with onset of menopause. Yeah, different stages of life, 100%. Yeah, can be really big rites of passage as well, which like pregnancy cards can represent too. So yes. Okay, next round of yes pleases, please. Okay, so I've also released my intuitive channel. Intuitive channel is my daily Telegram messages. So I'm popping in energy updates, things that are going to keep you on track of your purpose, intuitive business strategies, psychic readings, energy like flares and stuff that goes on, or any messages that drop into my awareness during the day that I need to pass to you. Intuitive channel is where you get access to that. So at the moment, I was guided to release intuitive channel over Christmas for a Christmas special for $47 a month. and that gives you access to the Telegram channel and also the full moon ceremony. So when you join the full moon ceremony by itself, it's $47 per month, or it's $47 for a once-off full moon ceremony to join me. At the moment, over Christmas, I've been guided to offer the intuitive channel and the full moon ceremony for $47 a month, or you can pay an annual fee to be in there for 12 months. So coming up for the next year, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be in 12 months? So just comment channel below and I can send you the link for intuitive channel with the details for that. And so you get full moon ceremony and that, and it's full moon as well. So when I was pulling those cards, I was like, oh, the full moon and the full belly. It is full moon ceremony on Sunday as well. And it's full moon in Gemini. So apparently it's a really big, Gemini's like two minds, just twins. So, you know, it's kind of like, oh, am I going this way or this way? It's kind of like, yeah, which way are you going to go? Which way are you going to choose, your soul or your human? But really they're together. So it's like working out the delicate balance in between of what's really in alignment for both. Can't really go separate anyway. Well, you can, but one will suffer, either your soul or your human self. Okay. Who is this next round of Yes Please cards for? I really love this deck. I've been using this quite a lot in my readings lately. Doing a lot of private readings too. Okay. So yeah, if you want to join the full moon ceremony and intuitive channel, get daily messages from me. It's like getting a personal message from me, really. Then yeah, just comment channel below. You can leave at any time. You don't have to stay committed for 12 months, but there is a 12-month annual fee if you wanted to join for 12 months and you save a lot of money, basically, of course. Okay, so covered in goosebumps. Who is this one for? Oh, okay, this is a really strong message, and this is the luminous humanist cards. Just like, look at the energy of them. Come on, maybe that's what I was tapping into for this person. Who is this for? Okay. Please, yes, please. Okay, so there's two people jumping out. So Lisa Marie Scarborough and Rosemary Johnson. Okay. Is it for everyone? Probably. Yeah, the channel is awesomeness. Yes. Okay, so Lisa. Okay. Interesting, we have the rings of Saturn and it looks like a heart in there rather than Saturn. Says a lot. The rings around your heart, the frequency you are emitting, who are you in your heart. So for you, Lisa, specifically, I feel like don't forget who you are in your heart. Don't forget who the truth of who you really are in your heart. Like it's almost like, oh, getting waves and waves of goosebumps. There is huge, massive change either right now happening in your life or about to come through for you. Like it is so freaking strong. It is like, what's happening here? And it just feels like you are being called to realize that this is because of the frequency shift in your heart, but not, it's so tricky to, it's like, don't forget who you are in your heart. Like you have either been shut down or it's like you followed your heart, forgot, or I don't know, there's something, it's not clear. Oh, yeah. You're struggling to trust your heart again. You're struggling to trust your heart again and the guidance of where you're being called to go. I don't even know if that's what the actual card message is about, but I'm just gonna, that's what I was channeling through for you. Yeah. At certain times, there are people in our lives worthy of being in the innermost region of our hearts. Although we love them, we sometimes grow in different directions from these people. If we try to keep them in our innermost ring when we no longer resonate with them, and that's how I was getting that, you know, what's your heart emitting, your heart frequency or energy around your heart. If we try to keep them in our innermost ring when we no longer resonate with them, we can experience discord, pain, and the contraction of our energy field. Most of us are under the notion that people are in the innermost sanctuary, or they must be banished to the ends of the galaxy, and neither extreme is true. Love is bigger and more diverse than that. There are up to 30 rings of Saturn and at least that many within your heart. So you've got option as to where to place people. One of the most efficient ways to interpret a dream is from the perspective that everyone and everything is an aspect of you. It is also a wise way to interpret the waking of the dream, and why not? So it's very much around like everyone is a reflection of you, but you don't have to freaking keep them all in your innermost circle. Okay, so looking at shadow work, but it just feels like you don't have to banish, but you also don't have to have them close when that's not the resonance, because high frequency more frequently, and yes, you are in the transition, right? This is the in-between lagoon. So this is the right now card as well. This was the overlying card, and it's kind of like you can trust your heart, but what we think is not being able to trust our heart is that we just feel grief and pain about what happened, and we haven't processed that yet. Because you are following the calling of your soul. The backstroke of gold is literally like there is a gold river underneath your feet. That is your soul's path to walk, and that is what you have chosen to follow. How to win the game of life is to really follow soul. Look at that gold, it's a similar color. Like you are literally like knocking things out the way that, you know, and you're choosing where the frequency and bandwidth needs to be, right? It's kind of like you're in this phase of like, does it stay, does it go? Like it's no longer in resonance, but how do I deal with this, right? And it's like I feel like you are really processing that at the moment. And then it's like, is it any wonder? Of course, because I followed my soul, of course. And this high frequency more frequently is like when we have those spiritual downloads, like you can see like the lightning coming through, and then it's like, bing, here I am in my fullness of my being. This is the final outcome card, because I followed and trusted my soul. Okay, that's the message for you. So Lisa, and then there was Rosemary Johnson. Is Rosemary Johnson still here? I just need to check. Okay. Joanne, may I pay for a reading with Zelle? Who's Zelle? Is that a scammer? Don't pay for readings with scammers. If somebody is hounding you, no. Oh, is Zelle a payment system? I think I just got that memo. I don't know. I haven't heard of Zelle. I'm assuming it's a payment system. I don't know. Just have to let me know. I do accept Bitcoin and crypto and stuff. So yeah, but Zelle, I'm not sure about Zelle. Okay, Rosemary is here. I shuffled again. So for Rosemary, give us this day our daily cake. So this is about being grateful for what you have. And it says pull back to propel forward. This is the overlying card, and then we are right here. So I feel like you're in a place where you are being pulled back, and when we're being pulled back, it feels like everything is dismantling, falling apart. Nothing, it's like one step forward and then 10 steps back. And we're just like, I don't know if I can keep doing this anymore. And then we have this, give us this day our daily cake. It just feels like you've got to find gratitude in why you're being pulled back right now. Like you've got to find gratitude in what is pulling you back. And I want to say that can be really, really hard, because we're like, this isn't no, like this is no, just no. Let me just grab these archangels here. Like it can be really hard to find gratitude in what isn't working. And I just got the message. It's like Venmo, PayPal. Okay, thanks guys. I haven't heard of it. Maybe we can get it in Australia here. I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that. Okay. But you can use PayPal. So there's PayPal already set up on my website there. Or just your debit card. Okay. So this is for Rosemary. And so it's talking about getting pulled back. Really hard to find gratitude when we just feel like we're getting pulled back. But the really strong message coming through for you is don't bypass this. sometimes using positivity and gratitude is trying to cover up what's not working anymore. You have soulmate, right? In the past, relationships, cycles of life, and you are a counselor. Your intuition, your claircognizance, your thoughts are correct about this relationship. It's really important to pay attention to the cycles that you are going through, because your purpose is the catalyst to the changes that are happening in the relationship, and that's why it can feel like turmoil. But do not use gratitude as a cover-up for what's not working, if that makes sense. But it's like doing the inner work to see if this is a stayer or a goer. And this card dropped on the ground to really make sure that you realize that this is what you're being called to step into. Whether you stay in the relationship or not, that is why this is happening. Strong message for you, Rosemary. Rosemary. Yeah, Rosemary. Well, Rosemary Johnson. That's the message for you. I have another round of yes pleases, guys. Whew. Clear, strong messages coming through today. Yes, you can definitely watch the start of the live stream. Hi Penny, again, to see the what's it called? Collective reading. Okay, got it. At the start of this live stream, I did a collective reading the first 10 to 15 minutes, so you can rewatch the replay once I get off. I'm still live this second. Okay, makes sense. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. So I have another round of yes pleases. So pop in your yes please, and I'll intuitively choose through the list, and then I will read for somebody, and then we'll finish off that round, and then I'll do another round of yes pleases, please. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is a strong message. I just shuffled the cards and the same one come out. Okay. I get the message. Right, so if you guys want my daily intuitive drops that are specifically channeled for intuitive channel, and I share a lot of messages about energy updates, what's coming through the cosmic solar air, because our atmosphere is like literally non-existent anymore. So if you want to join the intuitive channel, there's a 12-month annual offer that you can grab now as our Christmas special, open for December. It will increase on the 1st of January. But I was guided to offer, you can do an annual payment, but you also get the full moon ceremony as well. So you get 12 months access to the full moon ceremony, or you can join on a monthly basis and cancel your membership anytime if you're like, this is not for me. So it is available now. Just comment channel below and I'll send you the details for that as well. Okay, so the chicken was that like, me. Sorry, just seeing that little gif there. Okay, so who is this for? Because there's some same cards coming through from the other deck, so. Okay. All right. Okay, so Jody Cross, setting up parameters, setting up the boundaries. Boundaries are really friggin' important for you at this time. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. Now, this is the new deck. I shuffled and pulled the Saturn rings again. So who's in your heart frequency and field, who's in your heart field, your energy alignment, your house, your relationships, that is no longer aligned. Boundaries are required. You have the iridescent opalescence, which I shuffled the deck, opened it, this was there, shuffled it again, here it is. It's like follow the light, follow your pearl. And I literally did this in a 2025 reading the other day. And this card, because of the way that I laid out the 2025 reading, like it's a 12-month reading, so there's 12 cards for 12 months. If you want access to that, I have some spaces left available. I'll be intuitive guide over 2025. Just comment 2025 and I'll send you the link for that. It's like a reading that I do for you individually, email it off to you, and there's a card for each month. But the point is that I use this deck, and because of the way that I put them in a circle, I was looking at it upside down, And I don't know if you can see, like she's like reaching out to the light, but upside down, it is so clear to me that it's a whale. And I was like, however, I never seen that before. I don't know if it was intentional or not in the card artwork, but can you see the whale, like the whale of light? And the whale is so connected to activating your light body. And so for you, sorry, I got channeled away there. I know who I'm reading for, but name this second. Oh my gosh, it was right there. Sonia. Is that who I said? Sonia? Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure I did. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure I said Sonia. I need to like write the names down. Just super tapping into the energy. You've got this whale here, and this is the light body. Oh, it wasn't Sonia. Who was it? Please tell me. I know you guys will remember. Oh my God, this is crazy. It must have been Jody. Oh my gosh. It was Jody. It was Jody, wasn't it? Yes, it was Jody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sonia, this must be a message for you. I don't know if Sonia's still here too. So anyway, Jody, that's right. Jody. Whale of light. Frequency shift. That is why relationships are no longer in alignment. At this time, September, October, November, December, there is rapid shifts in evolution, and it can be really dark. But that is because there's a high frequency coming through. Like, how freaking awesome. And I see the whale now. Like, but before I used it upside down in the 2025 reading, it is literally like, that's all I can see now is the whale. And it's like really activating. So sometimes when we shift frequency, our perspectives change, and we have to trust the direction that we're now going rather than where we were going, down or now up. Whoops, up. And it just feels like it's so strong because you've got replacing what was lost. When a starfish loses an arm, it literally builds back up, right? It grows another arm. And this is where the dimension shift, we see it in a different way and a different light, that now it is like you have a whole new perspective, and there's a whole new frequency and bandwidth of all of this coming together. And then now you can get back on task because the frequency has shifted. When we're in that transition state, when we're going through this, it is like, what? Hang on. What do you mean? But now it's shifted, and then it's like, now you've got all this inspiration coming through. Now you can literally move forward with that task. And then you've got the big one here as this overlying card as well. And this is like having that higher point of view and literally seeing, like, it's kind of like this is very much this card, like you don't have to keep them in your innermost circle. And the really strong message for you, Jody, is like, literally like, have the confidence to trust the new vision that has been shown to you, because your path is different, same, but different on a higher bandwidth. This doesn't come without the deep inner work. It's crazy. Okay. Jody, Sonia, I'm going to pull another card for Sonia. That was such a strong message. It was just like I think that was this, like a high frequency. You know when, I can't think of an analogy. Like when a parachute is like running, like I know a parachute jumps out of a plane and then, but like, is it like a hang glider or something? And like they're running and then it's like off they go. That's really, it's kind of like, can you just trust this shift in perspective of how it's shifted your frequency in your life? Because it can feel really confusing when we are untangling from the old frequency and stepping into the new. But there's something really strong coming through about like, you have to do this, because it's like, be sure you're using your time in the best possible manner. It seems like there's a really strong collective message around coming through with what, it's like which way to go, but it's kind of like you already know which way to go. Stop doubting that, if that makes sense, right? Okay, so was Jody, but for Sonia, because that was really coming through, there's that, And I'm just going to see what else there is for Sonia because of that. I was like, who is this for? And that's probably that flick in consciousness. It's kind of like when we shift the transition, the shift from the old dimension to the new, from the old web to the higher web, it's like there's a blip, there's a gap, there's a like, you know, when you're cleaning out the cupboards, you pull everything out and it's a friggin' mess. And you're like, I can't even walk through this floor. There's stuff everywhere. Like, hang on a second, like, and you've got to like put it all back in, you throw some stuff out, and then you're like, right, now the floor's clear, now the cupboard's clean, I can do it again, you know? And it's really that, and what I'm seeing is that whole, like, we do all the inner work, and then it just reaches this busting point, if you may, and then it's like, there's recalibration, and like, what's staying or going, and then it's like, okay, now we can anchor this in and move forward. So for Sonia, birthday and holiday. So something, you either went on a holiday and it changed the frequency, or something around your birthday, or related to when you were a child and a significant birthday shift. So for Sonia specifically, what birthday recently or years ago do you like, you know, what just comes to mind that was like, this changed everything for me? And this is where it's like, you need to trust that. Yeah. Let it settle. Let it settle. Yeah. Let it integrate. Let it settle. Patience, please. And what's this one? Yeah. See, let it settle. It's like, you don't need to rush this, but trust the whole perspective shift has literally changed your entire friggin' trajectory of your life. And that is like what the work does. Like, the work works if you work it, but you have to work it. All right, another round of yes pleases, please. For some reason, both people were really important there. And Jodie, and I was like, it's Sonia, and I'm like, it's not. Like, you can't quite place it, you're like, how has this changed? Like, you can't place the change, but it's changed. That's probably the biggest thing about spiritual awakenings and growth, is that when you shift, and there's no going back. When something's not in alignment anymore, and if two people aren't growing in the same trajectory at the same time, it can be really challenging to trust yourself when you know you're being guided to walk away. It could be a career path, could be a way of like a lifestyle habit. And when you shift that, everything shifts with you. If you think of, like, for example, for myself, so have another round of yes pleases. Like, before I had my spiritual awakening in 2025, like, I was a raver. I was a hardcore raver. I was partying every weekend. I was, you know, taking a lot of recreational drugs. It was fucking, I loved it. It was the highest, like, you know, I loved that time of my life. Like, not now, but back then I was in my element. I freaking loved it, right? The dancing, the raving, the freaking, like, the scene. But when I had my spiritual awakening and I got off recreational drugs, all of those friends, like, just dropped away. Every single one of them. Not one of those group of friends do I still keep in contact today? Well, maybe one, but we don't hang out or anything. It's like, you know, I don't know, just every now and again, hi, but that's it, you know? And it's like, when you shift and when you grow, everything will friggin' drop away and change. Do you have the courage to walk the path alone until your new frequency arrives? And that's where a lot of the confusion comes in. That's where a lot of people get stuck and hold on to old frequencies and old lives, because they're too afraid to let everything go. Yeah. Sonia says, I've learnt to trust my intuition. Yay. Yes. Okay, so who is this reading for? From the beautiful Seeker Oracle. This one. Okay. Yay. Can't believe I got those two women mixed up. It was just such a blank. It's like, Jodie, where are you? I was like, I couldn't place your name. I was like, could see you, feel you, but I couldn't place your name. And it's like this frequency shift. It's just like, how does this not fit anymore? Like, how can something so, it can change very quickly. When we grow, we grow. Okay, so who is this Seeker Oracle for? Exactly. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, so Jennifer Basque. Is Jennifer still here? I'm just going to check before I start reading. Jennifer. I'm remembering your name. Because that was a blank. That was a blip in the frequency realm. Hilarious. Okay, Jennifer's here. Awesome. It is time. There was another reading in here that said precious time. I think it was in the fairy deck. Oh, it's in the overlying card reading. Here we go. Precious time. It was in the future position in the Oracle of the Fairies collective reading. Precious time. You have, Jennifer, it is time. Stop wasting precious time. It is friggin' time. What a beautiful deck too. I mean, artwork. So friggin' amazing. I posted something the other day. You think you have time, but time is a made up human construct that we've made up. But it is time. There is no better time than now. Because in the right now, you have illusory obstacles. And I was like, there's no better time than now. Like, if not now, when? And it's like illusory obstacles, meaning you are making up things that are actually not there. Oof, that can be really spiritual bypassing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. Because what's real for us is real for us. What you would benefit from is a shift in perspective and frequency around what is actually an obstacle and what am I, like, coming to goosebumps. So the sense that I'm getting is like, we know in ourselves when we are making up an excuse and I'm like avoiding this path to, this is actually not aligned for me and I'm not walking down that path. Like we know when we're hitting up a breakthrough point or actually like, no, this is just not aligned. And so what I meant, like, yeah, like I said, I don't really do that in a spiritual bypassing way, but it's kind of like, you know, when you're avoiding something and with the it is time, I feel like this message for you is around like you are avoiding something that your soul keeps guiding you to do. Stop putting it off. What's this one? Know your labels. So you are holding back for fear of other people's judgments. This card is really awesome because I don't know if it's the crow or the raven or the phoenix, but it's like all of them, and the message is like, it's actually really awesome. The Draken, I'm actually going to read it because it's really awesome to not let other people's perception of you stop you from doing what you're meant to do, following your dreams, turning up, whatever. To some, Drakvin is a divine messenger while others see him as demonic. Who can say either label is accurate? The Drakvin says that some of his labels are he, him, dragon, Tamira, harboring a messenger, guide, celestial, magical, divine, ancient creature, ancient, creative, innovative, critical, impatient, noisy, stubborn, gregarious, insistent, persistent, demanding, devious, manipulative, cunning, and absent-minded. And the list is incomplete, forever changing. Drakvin is more than the labels he has offered, and if you have noticed, some of the labels he embraces are negative. Drakvin chooses to be truthful about his nature. For the Drakvin is also whole, authentic, and honest. He explores his nature. He knows his strengths and weaknesses. He accepts that he has a shadow side and he is a little bit naughty, but not always nice. He knows that he is predominantly kind and gentle. He knows that. Drakvin knows his labels, and that makes him powerful. Like, I am that. I am all of it. You're going to think that of me? Yeah, I'm that too. You know? This is who I am. I'm real. I'm kind. I know I have a really big, generous freaking heart. And I can be naughty and nice, right? He knows who he is, and because he knows who he is, his feathers do not get ruffled when others try to define him or limit him. He understands that there are times when the labels others use to define him are accurate, but he also knows that that is not all he is. By knowing his labels, Drakvin knows he will never be what others expect him to be. He will always be more. Do you know your labels? And so the sense that I'm getting is that there's something that you're wanting to do and step up into, but you are letting other people's opinions of you stop you. Now's not the time to let them stop you anymore, because people are going to think about you what they're going to think. And it has absolutely nothing to do with you, but how you respond to that has everything to do with you, right? And so the Seeker Oracle was just interesting because it's like, yeah, there's a path calling you. It's time to follow that. The overlying card is be a curious creature. It's kind of like, yeah, step out, be curious. Instead of be fearful, be curious. Ooh, what's out there? Instead of being, ooh, fuck, what's out there? It's like, ooh, what's out there? When you step forward with openness and curiosity, the universe will show you magic. Step out there with fear, the universe will give you something to fear. Know who you really are, and nothing can really stop you. Other people's opinions of you will happen. But are you walking forward with curiosity? And what's that other thing? Well, fucking give them something to talk about. All right. I freaking love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay. That was for you, Jennifer. Whew. Okay. That was Jennifer Basque. I see there's Jennifer Hammond as well. So maybe there's two. Sorry about that. But that was a really strong message for those who are stepping out, because yeah, I really love that card. Like, it's really beautiful. The Drakven, it's like, I'm all of the things and more. Everything you say is right. And I also don't care, because this is who I am. So people are always going to say something about you. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. Okay. So there's lots of scammers out, guys. Just be careful. All right. So if you'd like to book a private reading, just comment psychic below, and I can send you the link for the details to book a private reading with me. If you guys would like access to my intuitive channel, just comment channel below. So this is where on Telegram, it's like getting a personal daily message from me. It is a group Telegram chat. You don't have to be active in there. You can just listen. Some people comment, be active in there, others are not. It's totally up to you, but it is a way to stay tapped into the energies, receive daily psychic guidance, divinely guided business strategies, knowing when solar flares are going on, so you can really recalibrate your energy and really work with that for your purpose, rather than getting bombarded and falling down and wondering what's going on. But actually, there's a collective stuff going on. So the intuitive channel and the full moon ceremony, you get access to for $47 a month. That will be increasing on the 1st of January. So it's our Christmas special to join. There's also a annual fee that you can join and save money that way. Of course, if you want to be in there for 12 months, so deciding on where you want to be for your 2025. So just comment channel below and I'll send you the details. We have our full moon ceremony once a month, obviously, and we have one on Sunday coming up. So just comment channel below if you'd like details for that. Life Purpose Legacy is also open as well. And this is my 12-month mentorship in the group, where you get access to all courses, all meditations, and of course, legacy trainings to activate wealth consciousness, business mindset, and to look underneath at the energetics that's blocking you from truly living the life you really want to live, that makes you happy and joyful and fulfilled in alignment with your purpose. Comment legacy below and I shall send you the details for that as well. So we have our full moon on Sunday. I'm really looking forward to that. Feels like a big one. So I just pulled a card to finish off our reading, and it's the obstacles. Again, I literally shuffled this deck. So are you acting out of fear, or are you acting out of trust? Are you stepping forward in curiosity, or are you allowing those subconscious blocks to stop you from expanding? This is literally the work that we do in Life Purpose Legacy, and I'm literally about to do one of our trainings right now, jumping off this live stream to jump in there for our Life Purpose Legacy training. So obviously really coming through really strongly. And if you're in Life Purpose Legacy, you get access to the intuitive channel, you get access to the full moon ceremonies, you get access to all my courses. It is the inner circle, so you get access to everything. You never miss out on anything. So if you really want to decide where you want to be this time next year, Life Purpose Legacy is the space for you. So comment legacy. I'll see you guys same time next week. I'm going to jump into our Life Purpose Legacy group for our one of our last trainings for this year. Not our first training this morning. Okay, I'll see you guys. Thanks for being here. Bye.